Today I'm going to show you how I bedazzle my Tahitian Vanilla Body Butter by Palmer's. Of course, you're going to need your Tahitian Vanilla Body Butter. I got this from Target. It's new and I love the way it smells. I'm using liquid fusion glue and I'm putting it inside this bottle. I'm using a wax pencil, a sanding block, and 5M size clear rhinestones in light purple. First things first, we're going to sand our Tahitian Vanilla Body Butter. You just wanted to give it like a nice little dull like surface because it's easier for the rhinestones to adhere. And of course, I'm just using like a light sanding for the label because I don't want to mess up the logo, and then I'm wiping it with alcohol. The first part that I did was the little logo that's in the middle at the top. I did go ahead and take it off and replace it because it was off to the left or towards the right. I wanted it to be as center as possible because for some reason I couldn't find my light purple rhinestones in the smaller sizes, so I'm strictly only using 5M size rhinestones or SS20 for this project. So for the logo, I'm using a clear transparent 5M size rhinestone. I'm starting with the outer layer of the circle and then I'm working my way towards the middle. So this way it gives it like a seamless kind of look. And as you can see, with clear transparent rhinestones, you can still see the logo. I could have used a smaller size, but just for the video, I'm only using the size 5M. Now, if you're at home and you're aiming for that perfection type of look, I recommend getting all sorts of smaller sizes from 4M to size 2M. Those are my favorite. I feel like they work the best. Next, I'm going to do the light purple. I'm going to start from the outer layer and work my way towards the middle. I'm just going around in a circle. There's no specific pattern for this. I'm just taking my time, putting one rhinestone at a time, making sure that everything aligns when I go to the other side where I started. Now, I do love that this is a lilac color or light purple because you don't really see a lot of light purple, and I'm so upset that I didn't get a chance to find my mixed rhinestone sizes because I do regret not using mixed sizes for the purple only. As I got closer to the middle of the, like where the logo is, I noticed that some of the rhinestones didn't fit. So to avoid what I did, I would suggest using mixed rhinestone sizes because there is going to be a tight space. And for this particular project, the Tahitian Vanilla, as I mentioned before, I had to readjust the logo on the top because it was more towards the left. It was like kind of out of place, but it wouldn't bother you if you were just using it as a regular like body butter. But it bothered me because I wanted it to be like as perfect, not as perfect, but as seamless as possible. But it kind of didn't work out. So to avoid my mistake, I recommend either starting from the inside and working your way out, or you can simply, you know, when you go towards the middle, you could use a smaller rhinestone size instead of using the 5M. Because I was forcing the rhinestones to go into place, it messed up my first line, but it's okay. This is how it turned out. I'm not really pleased about it, but I'm just satisfied that it's nice. So moving right along, I'm gonna go ahead and do the lid, the sides of the lid. I'm going to start off by doing that first line, which is your foundation line, but I did it a little different this time. Instead of doing the full entire foundation line around the entire body butter, I just did a section at a time. This way, I know how many rows I needed of the 5M size rhinestone. I only did 3 because if I did an extra one, I think I would have sealed my body butter shut. And I definitely want to use this because it smells so good. I don't know if you tried this before or if you know Palmer's cocoa butter. You definitely have to grab one. I mean, this is really a really good vanilla. And I just can't get enough of it. Like, I'm so glad they came out with this line. Back to doing the back side of the lid. Towards the top, once again, I'm going to go ahead and do that foundation line, and as you can see, it meets up here. I did readjust because it was a little space, and as I mentioned before, I just want to use the size 5M rhinestone. Now comment below if you ever tried Palmer's cocoa butter line, and which one do you like? Do you like the body oil? Do you like the butter? Or do you like the lotion better? I love them all. I just love the smell of chocolate, and that's what it reminds me of. But this is so much better. But this is how it turned out. I think it's looking pretty good, and I'm going to move on to the logo on the actual body butter. So I thought about doing the light purple like for the first line, but I didn't have that smaller size, so I went with clear instead. I even thought about like taking the label off and reapplying it to make it go down a little bit lower, but it was such a hassle to remove that circle on the top. I actually missed a piece and I covered it up a little bit, but you could go back and see that it's still like a little spot there. So I just left it as is. It was the best thing that I could have ever done because it just would have turned out to be a disaster, and I didn't want that. Anyways, I'm starting the foundation line. I'm using a clear transparent rhinestone in a size 5M. I'm just going to go all the way around because I want this to be set in stone, and I did add a few lilac colored rhinestones right in between that little space there. I just wanted to give it a little dimension, I guess. But here I'm just applying the clear rhinestones. I'm using the honeycomb method. The honeycomb method is basically placing one rhinestone in between every 2 rhinestones to make it look like a honeycomb. And you can't really see it with the clear, but you can definitely see it with the lilac color around the lid. I think it's so unique. It's so uniform, it's so organized, and I love this method. It just brings organization to my life. But anyways, moving right along. This is why I like the clear transparent rhinestones. You really can tell that the logo is still there. You can read it. It's so much easier. You don't have to go through 3-4 different colors if you don't have to. And I think that's why I want to focus more on like clear transparent rhinestones because they are truly underrated. And I feel like people don't talk about them enough. And yes, when you use the specific colors and everything to those specific projects, they do look spectacular, but it just doesn't compare as far as like budgeting and price wise. Like you'll spend hundreds of dollars trying to do the orange, the yellow, the brown, the white little lettering. So why not just keep it simple? Use one color. It doesn't hurt anybody. I use clear rhinestones all the time. Now if somebody requests for it to be like extremely detailed, then I'll go above and beyond and I'll do it. But for the most part, I see nothing wrong with clear transparent rhinestones. Don't let people tell you that you need all those colors. You really don't. Whatever makes you happy, do it. But I just say, you know, be a little budget friendly when it comes to rhinestones because it can get really pricey really fast. And here I'm just showing just a little piece where I added those like light purple rhinestones. I'm so sorry the camera isn't so clear. I didn't realize it, but I did want to show you that I still continue to do the honeycomb method with the purple, just taking one purple, maybe 2 or 3, and then a clear. And here is the final result. I love it. Looks amazing. Let me know what you think about clear rhinestones in the comments. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Bedazzled content.